All right, so I'm really stoked about this Praxis here. It's not very expensive. Its performance is way better than I expected. Sub 10 minutes on a squad site. So we're gonna go do another one or two and see if we can replicate the success, find out what kind of the right warp in distance is and everything. I suspect it's 30. 20 got me a little too close. And started having some troubles with tracking, and I'd rather get good solid hits with Scorch that doesn't hit as hard, but gets solid hits every time, as opposed to hitting with something harder that sometimes misses, if that makes sense. It could be a wash. I mean, they could be kind of equal or whatever, but this doesn't track really good when they're really close. So we don't want to go in there and brawl. I don't have anything in here for, I'd need webs or something in here if I wanted to brawl. And I don't really think I want to. The other thing is that we could try changing this to a armor rep system, and then, put in some different stuff up here. And maybe that's be something that we'll try. But for right now, this is called DAUQS, DAUQS. It's squad backwards. It's designed for running the squads, and we may try it against a Horde site too today. So maybe not in this episode on YouTube, but in the live show today we may, which will then be in like the next episode or whatever. So, all right. So we're just going to take the next one in line down here, and we're going to warp in at 30. All right, so this is another one that is the little tower and not the giant structure, which is good. This is the one that I want. This is the one that's easier to do. If we warp in at 30 on the other one, we're going to have to warp back out and come back in again at almost 0, because the structure is just so big that you still land like 40 away from them. So, all right, here we are. This might be a little bit close. This might be a little bit close, but here we go. Even at 30 in, huh? So it's still kind of far enough out. So configuration is going to have a 14K optimal, and the multi-frequency is going to have a 16K optimal. It does have better tracking. And such. But this has 44, so everything that's within 44 is. So I'm hitting every shot here with these right now. How much damage does say I'm doing? 1,200, 1,100, 1,000. Let's change this to the multi-frequency. See what it says we're doing now. 1,386. So it is a little bit higher. They are closer though. And another really nice thing about the lasers is that you can switch really fast. There's not a long reload time. Commonly, most of the fits for Praxis out here have been like stuff that is rapid, like rapid heavies or rapid cruise, and they may fire pretty quickly until the reload, and the reload is what, 45 seconds or something like that, which is just a killer amount of time. It really is. All right, these are all close enough that I am going to go ahead and start off with multi-frequency. The multi-frequency, like I said, has better tracking than the conflagration, even though the conflagration will hit harder. It's just, you want to get good hits. That's, I think, one of the most important things. And as these get closer, my drones start having trouble tracking them too. These are mid-range sentry drones. Stay with the multi-frequency. They're just kind of close enough that maybe makes sense. I didn't bring extra multi-frequency with me. I actually didn't think that I would be using it that much. And this is actually, the ship is working out way better than what I was originally thinking. I was really pretty iffy on it, on whether or not it was gonna do okay. It's definitely exceeded my expectations. All right, they are hitting my, drones a little bit. And they're sentries, they're not moving, which means I can pick them up real easy because they're right next to me. But it also means that since they're stationary, they can hit them a little bit harder. At the same time, you notice I'm using the Imperial drones, they're faction drones, and faction version has way more EHP. It has a little bit better tracking. It has a little less DPS, I think, but has better tracking and has much higher survivability, which is nice because then you're not having to pull it in. You can leave it out longer, and you're less likely to lose drones too. And Ishtar, Vex are good. So, you know, Ishtar in these sites, 14 minutes, 235 million for the Ishtar on cost. This is 300 million, and, you know, I'm doing sub 10 seconds. And then Vexer at 36 million for the build. So able to do them at ding ding 20 minutes, which is really great for a ship that costs so little. So if you need to start out really cheap doing these, yeah, you'd look at like the Vexer. And I'm positive I have the fit up for it on EWB. So you just need to change to whatever resists and drone type is needed for your area. Mine are all set up for drone lands. All right, we're gonna see what we can hit with configuration on this. That's fall off is 28, optimal range 16. Oh, really? I thought the other one was 16. Okay, so what are we hitting at? 1584. Nice. 1638. Okay. So it's getting some, oh, 2988. What? 3477. Holy Jesus. Those are some really good numbers. That other one's sitting kind of far out. 2284. This one's getting really close, which I might be missing. I had him for 3,300. Let's see how it does hitting them this far out. 1377. Yeah, 1136. See, out there, I'm not hitting him nearly as hard. That was 800. 700. Yeah, it's a little far out. And see, the fall off, the optimal range is within 16. So that would be better being multi-frequency, I think. See up. So 1628. It's actually exactly the same. I thought that it was 2 kilometers more on multi-frequency, but this has a better tracking.
Lawrence just followed.
Lawrence, thank you for the follow. Welcome. He's getting just a little far out, messing up my time. I think this is the last wave. Getting some pretty good hits there. I'm going to change to Scorch and see what the numbers are. Oh, that hit harder. That hit better. Okay. Well, that hit not quite as good. See, they're right at the end of the optimal there on the multi-frequency. But the other one that's 22 out, I'm going to hit quite well on that one. The tracking on this, 3.16. The other one's like 411 or something. So there's 1,500. 1,500. Those are nice numbers for Scorch. That one was 1,100. On 1,800. 2,200. We got an escalation. Oh, and a sentient at the same time. Both an escalation and a sentient at the same time? What? Are you serious? I didn't know you could get both at the same time. I took your suggestion for the Praxis. Oh, what, to make it laser? Yes. And the, this. So we would have been at 10 minute and some odd change, but then this sentient appeared, and the sentient is gonna be, we're gonna want to loot it. So, yeah. A little ways out there. Oh, start approaching it. All right. I'm really impressed with this because we did sub 10 minutes on another one. And so, yeah, that's really good. Let's see where this escalation is. That is 5, but it's actually a 10. This lies. That's a ways away. Oh, Sassa. Yeah. It's like shit over there all the time. It's up in a... not a dead end. It looks like there's another thing here, but... all right. Wow. And that, this combo worked out really good. Better than I expected. I wanted to be sub 12 minutes, and it definitely can do that every time. And we did sub 10 minutes one time. All right, looks like I'm gonna bump off this station here, so turn a little bit. I don't have any propulsion on this. We didn't put anything into propulsion. Maybe did I fill all my high slots? Maybe I should have put a tractor beam in. I did. The chances of there being something really good in here is pretty small, but there is a chance. Could have a faction module in here. Usually it's just some drone parts and an elite drone AI chip. And yeah, it's nothing. All right, just like I thought. Right, tell me taking MTU along? Well, yeah, except then I have to put it out all the time because when you get to the last one, it's the last one to be pulled in. So you're still sitting there waiting and stuff. If this were an every time occurrence, then maybe I'd be like, okay, we'll put in a tractor beam instead of the auto targeting. But it's not an every time occurrence. It's like, basically, I mean, last time we did numbers on it, it's like 1 out of 100 is sentient. I've had 2 of them today, or if I had 3. I think I've had 2 of them today. And then 1 out of 100 would be an escalation, 1 out of 100 would be a different type of escalation, and 1 out of 100 will be infested carrier and stuff. And so you got like a 25% chance that you're going to hit something. But and I hit both on this one. I hit both an escalation and the sentient, which I don't know if I've ever done that before. So, all right, and there's no other loot on these, so yeah, I think the use case is pretty low. Certainly, slow boating into it is faster than an MTU, throwing an MTU out. So, all right. I'm going to go to a Horde site now.
Warp drive active.
And we're going to see what this takes. It's about 35 minutes with an Ishtar. And I don't know, this one it may be too much DPS coming at it, like the other Praxis, and this really isn't good at Horde sites. Oh my god, they're all so far away. All right, well, let's give it a shot. They're just all really far away. So these are close enough that I can start doing them. Right at the edge. What I can hit. See, and they're hitting my shields actually a bit already. Oh, that was a trigger? Shit. Alright. This could get hairy. This is really stretching out to, dude, it helps to, no, you can't, I don't want to be moving unless I'm gonna orbit around my guys here, because I want to be able to pick them up if I need to.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Coffee fee just followed.
Coffee fee, thank you for the follow, welcome. Yeah, I guess this does reduce what I'm getting hit. I'm orbiting at 1,000. It's keeping me close to being in range of all of them. Now, see what's going to happen here is that we really could have spawns that are quite a bit out there. You know, I could have this type can have a spawn on the other side, and then they're going to be like 80, 90 away from me. Potentially possible. Cap's getting a little light. Oh, there's another trigger? Shit. Could get really hairy now. All right. I don't want to get my cap down too light.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Ajinomoto just followed.
Ajinomoto, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm not sure the tank on this is strong enough for this. I hope I don't hit a trigger again here real soon, because I need a little bit of time to build up my cap here. But it's getting, Jesus. Yeah. Praxis are quite squishy. Well, unless they're not. I mean, like, I have a Praxis that has 200,000 DHP on it that's a PvP version. But it's made so that it just, you know, goes into hull forever while you're fighting. We have power where we can here. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to survive the next wave, have enough power and everything. I just don't know that I'm going to. Any tips to return? Just hop in and start playing again. It's gonna. There's a lot of changes, but the basics. There's a lot of basics that are still the same, and so you'll recognize a lot of stuff. You know, start out doing some missions and stuff, and some other stuff that you know could. That you know you would view as easy, and that way you can get your feet wet again. You notice I'm not using my guns, just using the drones at the moment. Trying to get my cap built up and my shield built up. Shouldn't really have to strain this hard though. It's a pretty hard strain to be doing all this. New player experience? Yeah, I mean, if you're rolling a new account, try and get your old account up and running though, because you'll have some skill points on your characters and stuff. You know, but the new player experience is actually really good. So if you can do that. All right, we got some cap again. Let's go. Got my shields all the way back. Man, that's amazing. All right, so these guys are gonna have to be picked up for a minute. Yeah, I was too far away from all of them. Yeah, it was a little too far away. Close enough to pick up 3 out of 4 of them in this orbit. Well, I still have pretty good speed. Action booster takes less capacitor. Well, so the aim of this is also to keep it cheap. We're at 300 million for this fit. I actually wanted to be in like the 235 to 250 range. So, you know, I'm already a bit over that. But for the squad sites, I think it's doing quite well. All right, what's going on here? Why are they not getting closer? So I can do these sites 12 to 13 minutes in a Paladin. Paladin, though, costly, makes you a big target. I don't know how many waves we're at here. Maybe this is like wave 5 out of 7. Something like that. That's not the song I meant to play. This one is. Much different.
Markee Dragon's got a pitiful plight.
Do I think it's too OP? No. Because it's a jack of all trades, master of none. Basically, it's not the best at everything. It's good at a lot of stuff, but it's not the best at everything. There's always going to be something that's better.
Oh, Markee, why'd you leave them all alone? Your drones are drifting in the cosmic zone. You hit warp speed and away you flew. Left your drones behind. Oh, Markee, boo-hoo. Lost in space like tears in the rain. Markee's heart ache is a pilot's pain. He warps off fast, forgets his crew. Like a cowboy.
Wow. 20 million tick.
Without a shoe.
That's pretty good. Oh,
Oh, Markee, why'd you leave them all?
sub 20 minutes.
Your drones are
We finished it, and we got another escalation. Wow. Except I don't think I can do the other one. This one that I just got.
You hit warp speed and away you flew. Left your
No loot.
drones behind. Oh, Markee, boo-hoo.
This one
In the tavern they all
says it's level
shake
4.
their heads.
Drone infested starbase.
Drones
But I don't think I can do
lost their
those.
signals dead.
Hasn't been given out for free for like a year?
A cowboy who lost his ride.
No, I think it was
All forgets his heart every time.
I think it was Capsuleer Day, February.
Now Markee sits,
6 months ago,
his ship's barred in.
if I remember right.
His coiffe's gone worn. Things
So
look
drone
grim.
infested starbase. I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna look it up. It says it's level 4.
Learning lessons hard and true. Hopes his drones can forgive him too.
Warp drive active.
Oh, Markee, why'd you leave them all alone? Your drones are drifting in the
Wow, there's
cosmic
nothing
zone.
on Eve Wiki for
You
it.
hit warp speed, and away you flew. Left your drones behind, oh Markee, boo-hoo. So if you spot drones adrift, think of Markee's tale. Don't let your
Apparently,
own
I've
feet
looked
stray
this up
in
before
this
on the
cosmic
show.
gale.
I'm showing up in the search results.
Scoop them up, keep them
Um,
close, show them the light.
Yeah, I don't think I was able to do it. There was just too much.
Hold on tight.
Unless there's
to
different
your
levels of it.
drones, make their futures bright.
Nosy, hello. So we did a Horde site. You know, it was a little bit thin on doing it, but I mean, I did it in 20 minutes. So it's like 35 with a it's like 35 minutes with an Ishtar to do one of those, the Horde sites. And so 20 minutes for Horde site. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So I think that's pretty good, especially for a ship that's 300 million. Yeah. So, all right, I think we need to put this on EWB. And so I'm going to put that up there so that everybody can find it. Copy to clipboard.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Unknown money just followed.
I spell laser. Oh, Laser? Oh, okay. Unknown money, thank you. All right. right, there we go. So, putting that up. Everybody can get to the fit, exclamation point, fits. And it is, it's good. It's good. So, and it's cheap. Man, it's cheap. I'm pretty thrilled with it, actually. It's much better than I expected. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.